Hi, I'm Jasmine Labrèche, and I like to make videos to share what I learn, what I think is important either for health, for business, for environment. And today I talk about what we can do for the planet. As you know, Monday it was Earth Day, and like you, probably Earth Day is not only one day, it's all year long. And sometimes we can think that if we do little things, it won't make a great impact. Well, not necessarily. Every action counts. And I'll talk about more about that later. But for the moment, I'll talk to you what me, like I see what's going on with the planet. And one of the things that's important for me is to reduce my use of plastic. We know plastic can be bad for our health. As we know in the wildlife, some animals eat plastic or they get caught in plastic. There's waste in the ocean. You already know all that, I guess. So today I want to tell you what I do to reduce plastic. So like everyone, well, many persons, I use a metal bottle. I bring my own bags when I go shopping. And well, my bags are not empty though. What's in my bag is reusable bags. Like when I buy fruits and vegetables, I try to buy them in bulk. So not the ones that are packaged. Sometimes some that are packaged are really cheaper. Like last week, the avocado was really cheaper in a package. Well, you go according to your budget, of course. But most of the time, I try to use buy bulk and use reusable bags. Also, I also have these little bags. Yes, I have some because I reuse them. I don't take some more from the except if I forget my bags, but usually it's very rare that I take one, but I still have some. And the reason why I don't like these bags is because I'm a person who buys a lot of veggies and fruits. And if we put different fruits and veggies in different bags, because it has to be weighed, it's a lot of bags. At the end of a year, if everybody uses this once, it's a one-use bag, it's too much for me. I don't know for you. So I try to reduce it. So the ones I have, I reuse them. And I try to use these instead. Also, when I want to buy kind of like nuts or flour or pasta, I go to places where they accept that we can bring our own bottles, or so I use those in glass, of course. So I try to, and I buy in bulk naturally, so that's no package. I already have it. And sometimes it's those I buy, and sometimes those that I recycle. I don't have one on my hand right now, but we buy products in a glass container and we reuse it. And that's what I do when I have leftovers for my meals. I use bought some, and I don't have the other one with me, or the ones that I recycle in one way. So two reasons why I put my leftovers in the glass containers is because, well, to reduce plastic, one, and second, for my health. Some contain BPA, and we know it's not good for our health. So that's why I use glass. Another thing I do is I don't have the, okay, for garbage cans. I don't have the specific word, but small garbage cans in the house. I put a plastic in it, but the plastic stays there. When I empty the can, I empty only the content. So the plastic can last a long time. Also, I use, like, before we were using the wood to heat our house, and now we changed to wood pellets. But wood pellets come in plastic bags. So I was putting the plastic bags to recycle, but still, recycle is a process. It's better than leaving it in the dump, but still it uses energy. So I try not to buy plastic bags and reuse the ones I have. So this is my bag for my pellets, and I use it for my kitchen garbage can. So I know there's another term, but you know what I mean. And because I said I empty my garbage cans, only the content, not the plastic bags, but not for the kitchen. The kitchen, I take the whole thing because it would smell at one time. So I take that bag, I cut it to the size of my garbage can, and put it away. And this is the full size is my garbage. I put the garbage in this bag. So I don't buy garbage bags, the big ones, the green ones. So you can do a lot. These are simple things. Maybe you don't want to do all that. That's okay. I think the important thing is to do one thing, one small things, make one change at a time. And this way, it's better, you have more chance to keep it. So my way of doing it, I didn't do all of that at once. I changed one by one. And the reason I say that is if we do a lot of changes at one time, there are chances that you will find it too complicated. So you just drop everything. So for me, it's better to do one thing than do nothing at all. So make one change and keep it in long term. So that's how I see it. Also, to reduce the content of the bags, what I throw out, I do composting. And when my compost container is full in winter, I just drop it on my garden. So in the spring, now it's spring, there's a lot on it. So my compost container, well, it goes down there's space in the spring because of the heat. So I put most what's on the garden in the compost can, and then the rest I leave it there and just mix it with the soil, and it makes a fertilizer. By the way, if you do that and you put things that are interesting for the animals, you might find sometimes that they want to dig in your garden, but it's not. They don't do a mess. Just 1 or 2 or 3 holes, and then that's it. We don't do that all summer. Well, that's my experience, so I'm okay with that. But just to warn you, if you do that and if it happens. Also, on this subject, like I talk about environment, and tonight there is a webinar. It's a wildlife biologist, Jennifer Armento, and she will talk about what you can do really related to environment, but specifically to cleaning products. What to look for, because sometimes, as you know, you don't know what's in your cleaning products when you buy it at the store. The law doesn't require the manufacturers to put every ingredient on the label, so you don't really know. And she will talk about how to recognize, like, there are hidden toxic effects that can be that are in some cleaning products, and she will talk about that, and also on green cleaning products that are non-toxic. She will talk about that too. Also, oh, I forgot to tell you about the cleaning toxic cleaning products. I use this one, and she will talk about the line of these products. Why I use this bottle is because it's in plastic, yes, but it's recyclable, and the inside, the content inside, it's biodegradable, and it's safe, non-toxic. What I do is I mix it. So this is concentrated. You don't pay for the water. So when I mix it with this, it makes hundreds or thousands of cleaning mix. So instead of having, let's say, 1,000 bottles like this, I have one that I mix within this bottle. So if you think less, it means a lot less plastic. And there's also the transportation. It has, all these bottles have to come to the customer and then go back and go to the recycling or the dump. So in many ways, it's better for the environment and for our health, and it's even cheaper than what you buy at the store. So it's good for your wallet too. 3 reasons to use, well, biodegradable, non-toxic cleaners and concentrated like this. One of the reasons why I do that, yes, because I'm sensitive. I react to cleaning products. Anything that has toxics in it, I can feel it on my skin, in my lungs, in my digestion, and I don't have to smell it. It's the ingredient itself. It's not the smell itself. I won't talk about that today. It's not the purpose of my video. It's really to talk. Well, there's a webinar tonight about this, and one reason why I do that, yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. I have a cat who has her lungs are fragile, so I can use that, no problem. Even if she's beside me, I can wash my floors with that. She can walk on it, so her paws are okay. She can lick it. There's no problem at all. I also have in my house, I think of kids now, in my house, between the kitchen and the living room, there's a door. It's a glass door. And I don't know why the little kids, their fun is to put their face in the on the glass and really and lick and they put their tongue out and, well, they lick the glass, and we kind of encourage them, but we find that funny. But I'm okay with that because I know there's nothing on the glass that can hurt them. It's totally safe for them. So I'm glad for that too. I'm a person who likes to be positive. Like I like to go forward something instead of going against something. So to me, going forward is using clean products, using glass instead of plastics. It's small things, but I think it makes a difference. And I don't know if you have Netflix. I watched Our Planet. It's a documentary that talks about environment. They talk about the links, how each species, vegetable or animal, we are all linked and we are part of that. And if one thing is harmed, well, it affects the whole thing. So we're all in it together. We talk about the planet, but really, we are part of it. And he talks also, the documentary talks also about what we as human, the bad things we do and the good things. So I like it, both things. And also what I like the most is how the nature, if we give the nature the chance, it can come back to life. And they were giving examples of that. I really love that. And on that subject, I just saw a story. Well, it's a fact. A lake, the Conesus Lake in the United States, in 1971, it was dying, and the residents around changed. They all changed to non-toxic cleaners without phosphate. And because of that, they didn't change their lifestyle. They just changed the product they were using. And the lake came back to life. So that's how I see going forward. Do little things. It doesn't have to be complicated, but yes, it can have an impact. And that's something we need to hear. Yes, because we might think the problem is too big. Yes, it's a big problem, but we can do something that can have a big impact. I think that's my main message today. So if you want to know more, like I said, there's a webinar tonight. I saw an interview with her yesterday, and she is really knowledgeable. I'm sure you will learn something from her. If environment is important to you, and in fact, it's important to everybody because we are part of nature. So if you want to watch it, I'll put a link. You can register there. And well, I hope you'll like it. Thank you for listening.